Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, class of 1923 arena here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name's Tommy Toohill, and tonight we're celebrating homecoming weekend on the ice here for the Quakers. First half of our doubleheader will be the ladies taking it up. We have the Navy Midshipmen and the Penn Quakers coming in. Both these squads did play already this year, in late September. Navy took that one with a 9-1 score. The game really being dominated by Sam Clark, who was the leading scorer, had 2 goals and 1 assist. And the Midshipmen also outshot the Quakers 43-15 in that one. It was pretty much a dominant showing. This is Midshipmen squad is sitting at a nice 7-2 record, with their last game being a 4-1 win over the University of Delaware. Besides that, looking over at the side of the Quakers, they right now, from what I can tell, are 0-5 on the year. Last time they played was a 4-0 loss to Rowan. And again, like I said, they already had a game on September 27th against these Midshipmen down in Maryland. That was a 9-1 loss. And besides that, Pierce Hyder was the lone goal scorer there. It was an unassisted one. Nonetheless, we'll see what goes on. We got a good battle of the goaltenders here. Battle of the ones with Sejal Patel here for the Quakers. Diana Pivarotso for the Midshipmen. Opening puck is dropped, and we are underway. As quickly scooped up and picked up by Brooke Weller. But quickly taken away. That'll be a shot. Just goes wide. And now Navy will try to settle in on the attack. As that is Samantha Clark with it along the boards. Quickly lost. Weller will try to take it out of the zone. Gets it to center ice. Passes it along to Hyder. Clearing attempt once again. Picked up. Little back and forth. Here comes Hyder with a shot. Good save by Pivarutso. Puck still loose. Another shot from the point. Hyder, another one. Oh, it just went wide off the backhand. Pierce Hyder with a great opportunity. Just couldn't get it past Diana Pivarutso. And now here comes Navy back on the attack. Back with it again is Samantha Clark. She looks in the center. Shoot, she'll score! Just like that, the first shot on goal goes in the back of the net. Navy gets it started early. And we'll see the replay quickly. And right here, Sam Clark skated it around, found a good spot on the ice to take a rip right between the face-off dots and beat Patel glove side. 59 seconds into this one, and Navy already started it up. They did start the first matchup 7-0 before the Quakers were able to get on the board. Obviously, Quakers looking to try to rebound and get onto a faster start. Here comes Elise Jacobs now into the zone. Takes a shot, does get deflected off of Weller to the corner. She'll pick it back up and touch it up to the point. That's Riley Sherlock with it. Shot just goes wide. Patel did get a piece of it. And Charlotte Kaywood lost track. Now it's along the boards. Scooped up quickly by Addison Neese. Tries to center that pass. Just goes wide. Kept in, though, once again by Jacobs. Sends it down along the edge. Player loses its skate. That is up but not out. Still kept in. Finally intercepted and cleared by Yutong Sun. And there's Hyder again deflecting a centering pass, but quickly picked up by Kenzie Fleming and brought into the Quaker zone. Hyder will be able to poke it out, but quickly gathered back here by Navy. Touch it back up. That stretch pass is onside, though. Good job of keeping it there by Bailey Gesford. She has it behind the net. Tries to go short angle. Shot. Rebound. That'll go up, and that'll go in. Little high-arcing shot. Doesn't matter. It still goes. Kenzie Fleming gets her first, and just like that, it's 2-0 Navy. See it again here in the troublesome area. Rachel Chung had it short angle. Couldn't get to it. Patel kind of gets a little bit too excited seeing and trying to challenge the shooter. Got a little out of position. Just a quick little loft with the stick. And just like that, after The first 2 shots of the game going to the home Quakers. It's been 4 straight shots, great forechecking, and 2 goals coming already for Navy. Chung again. Gets pressed along the boards. Tries to enter it in. Stuck right along the Navy bench. Quickly picked up, though, by Josephine Thrasher. She'll take it into the Navy zone right along the net. Thrasher still with it. Dumps it down to the corner. Quickly scooped up by Chloe Haynes. And that'll get onto the stick of Clark, who already has 1 of the 2. Stretch pass connected with Addison Neese. Pass does get intercepted. And Alana Steck now takes it. That's a little collision into the boards. Puck, though, loose. Scooped up by Megan Sokol and cleared up. Quick centering pass was intercepted by Anna Kamara. And now back with it is Steck. She'll bounce it off the boards. It'll quickly be picked right back up, though, as Jacobs will just dump it on in. Couldn't find it. Bad bounce. That'll be a backhand. Just goes high and off glass. Great opportunity. And great hustle right there. Ella Johnson beat the icing. Bad bounce off the end board. Put it in a dangerous zone there for Patel. Lucky for it not to go in the net, but still now here the Quakers in trouble trying to clear. Great moves right there by Catalina Hiller to get it out of the zone, dump it through. That was a quick flick right there by Sokol that does get sticked away by Pivaruto. And once again, the midshipman will get a quick clear, and we will set back up. That stretch pass, though, intercepted by Sherlock again. She's going to enter the zone, go to the right. Shot does get blocked by Weller. She went down but got up quick. And now here comes Hyder again. Enters in on the backhand. Pierce Hyder towards the corner. Looking, trying to defeat a couple defenders. Tries to pass it through. Sun was there. Lost it quickly. And now that puck will finally get picked up and cleared by Addison Neese, who enters the zone now on the backhand. Neese does get checked right there by Heller towards the corner. That's a centering pass. Does get intercepted. And now here comes Weller on into the zone. Shot does go wide to the corner. Quickly sent back by Hiller. But it does go to center ice, where Hiller will have to touch it back up and set it back up here for Kamara and the Quakers. Weller now along the boards, lost track of it. Quickly, though, picked back up by Hiller. She's got a chance. Shot just goes high off glass. Great opportunity right there for Catalina Hiller to get the Quakers on the board. Just couldn't quite get there. Now here comes back with the captain, Clark. Like I said, had 2 and an assist in the first matchup. Already is on the board with 1. So now we got Patrice Garvey going into the zone. Centers it up. Chance. No. Backhander just off the posts. Puck is still loose. Patel looking for it. It's now behind the net. Scooped up quick. Sent up and through by Sokol. Just not enough to get out. Kept in now. Here comes Guestford. Trying to get it. Quickly stolen away by Weller. Tries to get Hiller in stride. Just missed the saucer pass. And now Clark will take it right back. On the backhand. Does get pestered by Hiller. She continues possession, though. Goes towards the corner. Looks. Plays it up for Sherlock. She'll try to shoot. Just hit the post. Good opportunity again from the point. Here's another one up. Saved by Patel. Puck is loose. She will be able to freeze it. And we will get a stoppage of play and a draw in the Quaker zone. We will see the opportunities here Again, two good opportunities coming from the point going towards Patel. Sometimes those are tricky, especially with bodies in front to try to get to. That's going to be a blocker save, though, by Patel again. Shot on by Sherlock. And now another turnover. Here comes Midshipman again. That's going to be another shot, finally, into the chest. And Patel will freeze it down. Get some fresh bodies on the ice here for the Naval Academy. Rachel Chung wins that draw here for the Midshipmen. They will get set back up. Riley Sherlock again now against the boards. Almost loses it. Keeps it in. Banks it off the glass. Centering opportunities. Puck is loose, deflected. Kept in, though, again by Sherlock. And then Weller, once again, has blocked multiple shots already in the first half of this first period. Is now looking to hopefully try to get her team on the board. She looks, spins, almost had it, just gets knocked off the puck. And now Navy will try to clear, and they will. Quickly scooped right back up by Steck. She gains the red line, now goes with the blue line with a head of steam. Steck has a 3-on-1 going. She shoots. Gets blocked. Good opportunity, but Jacobs does get in the way of the shooting lane. That'll get dumped down. Icing is waved off. They're going to say it hit a body at center ice. And now that's going to be off the body of Hayter and Clark trying to get through. Couldn't fully get there. That will get scooped up and cleared by Grace Rabigo. Navy right back with it, though. Here comes Haynes. Sends it. Clark just off her stick. Looks. And once again, Samantha Clark behind the net now. Looks, tries to get it through, just gets it poked away. They'll continue. That's another shot blocked. Great opportunity right there. Even better, though, by Steck. Getting her stick in passing lanes and even getting her body in the shooting lanes. That'll finally get pushed through by Sokol. And Navy will have to touch back up. Some tired legs out here for the Quakers. Looking for a stoppage of play. That's going to be a pass. Shot deflected. Score! Just like that, it was a shot from the point. I believe it went off of Clark's stick. That'll be her second. Just like that, it's 3-0 Navy. We'll see right here. Haynes has the shot from the point off the pass of the boards. And yes, that does. It hits right off of Clark's stick. Patel thought she had a good read on it. Just couldn't get it off the deflection. And just like that, this Navy team is humming early here in Philadelphia. Bounced off into center ice. Quickly, though, scooped up by Hiller. She looks, cuts in, does get it poked through. Puck, though, still in. Finally played out by Piper Adams. She'll play it through to Addison Neese, who will dump it on in. Brooke Weller once again with the puck on her stick. Goes through the zone. Possible 3-on-2 if they can continue to move. There's Flippo with it. Lost it. Quickly taken right back now by Adams. Another 3-on-2 going this way. Adams will shoot. Stick save by Patel. Goes to the corner. But Hewitt gets it in the corner. Quickly taken off by Weller. And she'll give it back to Hiller. Weller will try to clear. Cannot. Good job of pinching in right there. Again by Neese. But Hiller will finally intercept the pass and get it through. Try to pass it up. Now Kamara tries to play the possession game. Gets it stolen away. There was an interception. And here comes Sherlock with it. Lost it again. Here comes Weller with Hiller. Stretch pass just goes off the stick. And Kaywood will get it through. That'll be a shot. Just goes wide for Adams. Kaywood will try to get it. Just hops over the stick of Garvey. She'll have to go back to her own zone to pick it up. And now Clark with it at the red line. Tries to play it through. Continues to find it. Almost had a chance there. Weller had a good job of poking it away, but here comes Clark. Tried to center it. Just goes loose. Kept in, though. Another turnover. Now there's going to be a shot. Blocked again by Weller. Guessford tried to get it on net. Weller got her skate right in the way. And already, time of possession with the puck has definitely been dominated by Navy here in the beginning. But one shot can change the game. Here comes Pierce Hyder coming through. Goes around. Gets it stripped. Kept in, though, by Rabiga. Pass was a little too strong for Hyder. That's a big collision right there in the midshipman zone. But it'll still get cleared up and out. Clark again with it. Goes up the left side. Clark now stops on the backhand. Drops it off to Sherlock. That'll be a shot. Deflected. Will hit the safety netting and go out of play. 7:49 remaining here in the opening period. Shot total 8-7, but on the score, it is 3-0 here for Navy. 2 goals for Samantha Clark and 1 for Kenzie Fleming. And it's been a pretty dominant showing so far. That's going to be another shot saved right there by Patel. We've seen the forechecking bid well here for the midshipmen. And it's hard if you are the Quakers, if you're having trouble getting out of your own zone to try to generate any offense. They did have a chance or two early on in the first minute. As that's going to be another shot saved by Patel. Puck still loose. She tries to freeze, and she will. Sherlock had a great opportunity. If there's anything for the Quakers, it should start right here in the face-off dot. Once again, will be one right back by Nice. Sherlock with it. Surveys. Looks. Circles through the dot. Goes. Tries to take a shot. Does get blocked by Rabigo. She'll feed it through to Flippo. And they will clear. Sherlock again. Gets it through to Jacobs. Rabigo does intercept. Tries to get it to her teammate. Just missed it. And just like that, the midshipman will touch right back up. Here comes Jacobs. Skates on in. Just lost track of the puck. That will be picked up by Aliana Steck and cleared through by the Quakers. Stretch pass, though, right here is by Sherlock. Play is onside. She's going to go in on the backhand. Shot just goes wide. Patel had a good job of challenging her and cutting off the angle. And now the Quakers will try to look to go. Quick setup. Stretch pass just out of the reach. Played through now. Puck against the Navy bench. Pass back for Rabigo. Does go off into the corner. And that's going to be a turnover. Hewitt now with a chance. That'll be a puck loose shot and another goal. Just like that. Another forced turnover leads to another score. This one going to Rachel Chung. And just like that, it'll be 4-0. For the midshipman, Rabigo right there. Tried to seed it through. Was quickly picked up by Hewitt. Sent on through by Johnson. She shot it with the backhand. Does get deflected, but it got deflected right to the stick of Rachel Chung. And Patel was already out of position, which made it tough. Another chance right there, but offsides will be whistled, so we will get another faceoff. This one right outside the Quakers zone. Looks like Hyder's having a conversation with the official. As her and Clark will do battle on the dot. That will be won by Clark. And chipped through by Haynes. And then quickly thrown right on net by Johnson. Puck loose in the corner. Played back by Kaywood. Up to the slot. That'll be shot quickly. Weller again getting in the way of it. That's going to be another one. Just goes wide. Johnson had a chance. Just couldn't get it on net. Now the midshipman again. That's going to be another blocked shot by Weller off of the stick of Haynes. And here comes Hyder and Weller entering the zone. Hyder drops it off for Weller. It'll be a shot. Save right there by Pivaruto. And now Weller behind the net tries to center it up. Almost had by Kamara. Puck now, though, is loose. Picked up by Johnson. She's got a head of steam and numbers. Stretch pass over. That'll be a shot. Saved by Patel. Another chance quickly. Steered away by Rabigo. Otherwise, Samantha Clark was looking at an open net and a chance for a first period hat trick. But here comes Hyder back over to Weller now. Quakers looking to try to sustain some offensive zone pressure. Hyder gets it to Weller from the corner. There'll be a shot. Pivaruto gloves it down. And we will get a draw now in the Navy zone. If you are just joining us, welcome back in. Obviously, early in this one in the first period, but still, it's been a good forechecking night early on by this Navy team, making it 4-0. 2 goals by Samantha Clark, 1 by Rachel Chung, and 1 by Kenzie Fleming. There's been some opportunities as that shot does get blocked off the point. Steck just couldn't get it all the way through. Now, her and Sherlock will go down against the boards. Weller will flick it up. Quickly, though, picked up by Sherlock. She'll gain the zone. She'll lose track of it. It'll go right to Patel, who will freeze it down. And we'll see here. It's been tough for this Penn offense the last couple times out. Again, they are coming off a shutout loss against Rowan. They'd love to just try to get some more sustained pressure and see one go through. As Jacobs will get to it in the corner. Give it all the way to Sherlock at the point. She'll skate through, take a shot. Will be saved by Patel as it is loose. The whistle will, official will blow the whistle. Did lose track. And we are all set. More fresh bodies coming out. And if we're looking at it here for the Quakers, a couple bounces haven't gone your way. There's been some struggle getting out of the defensive end. But if they can just hang in and try to get one opportunity to go their way, because that was a centering pass, just missed right there for Mara Hewitt. And now here comes Hyder onto the zone, one-on-one, trying to beat her defender. She'll get past. Picaruto, though, goes right out in front and pokes it away. Now Navy back with it. Nice will dump it in. Scooped up by Steck. And she'll skate it out of the Quaker zone. Gain center ice. Passed in by Kamara. Quickly chopped out, but Rabigo will scoop it up here and gain the red line. Rabigo now will just dump it down. Beatrice Garvey now will get it in the corner. Send it over to her other defenseman in Chloe Haynes. And now Garvey will bounce it right off. Icing waved off. We have a foot race. Rabigo gets beaten by Johnson. She'll get it to the corner. Pass it up. Puck loose. Picked up right there. That'll be a shot just off both pipes. Good opportunity for Sherlock. Just couldn't beat the iron. Now here she is again behind the net. Haggled by Hiller. Does get taken off the puck. Kamara tries to get it through to Hiller. Good play though there by Johnson. That shot will be blocked again by Weller. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it's just been a great defensive showing right there by number 5 in white. Hiller had an opportunity, just ran out of real estate right behind the net. Now the puck is along the boards. chopping at it was Jacobs. Finally will go out of the zone. Rabigo will just try to send it through, and now here comes Sherlock with a head of steam. She gains it, cuts, shoots. Just a quick blocker save there by Patel. And now it'll go up but not out. Kept in again by Jacobs. Now she'll skate through the dot, go around, checked by Weller. She continues to have possession. And Jacobs will go back with it. Once again behind the dot. Looking. Passes it to Sherlock. She looks, shoots. Another block there. This one by Rabigo. Puck now loose though again. And just like that, right at the end of the minute mark, Riley Sherlock will get herself a goal and make it 5-0 Navy. And right there again, I was talking about it earlier, just some unfortunate bounces happening. Loose pucks ending up on a midshipman stick, and then next thing you know, Patel is just sadly out of position, but here comes Hyder with it. Looks, Deeks just loses it. Now has it behind the net of Pifaruto. Quickly got taken off the puck. Will be scooped up now again by Garvey. She'll dump it through, stretch pass, just missed Fleming. Play, though, is onside and dumped in by Chung. And now with 20 seconds remaining here in this first period, it'll be up but not out. Another shot and block right there by Weller. But Haynes will get it over. That stretch pass just misses. Clark will get played up again, though, by Willardson. And Steck will ship it down the ice to end the first period of play. Just like that, after the first 20, it's been mostly Navy. 19-10 is the shot differential. 5-0 is the score. They're going to step aside for a quick second, and we will as well. Second period action on the Sports Fan Base Network coming up in just a moment. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Class of 1923 Arena, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Second period action about to get underway. First period was all midshipmen. 5-0 is the score. 2 by Samantha Clark, 1 by Riley Sherlock to end the period. But besides that, we were also sandwiched between a goal by Rachel Chung and 1 by Kenzie Fleming. Now we are going to cut a quick whistle. Looks like all sides is the call as Weller was gaining the zone. So we'll get a face-off right outside the Navy zone. Hyder wins the draw. Weller has it over to Camara. Clark, though, will get to it and skate on in. She already has 2. She looks, centers, shot, just waved on. Great opportunity for Nice. Just couldn't get any of it. Now through the zone. Quickly scooped up and played through by Haynes. Along the boards. Drops it off. Good stick handling. Shot just goes wide for Garvey. And now Hewitt had it, went down. Arm is up. Looks like there is a penalty on the Quakers, so we will get a Navy power play here in just a moment. We'll see who does go to the box. Looks like the penalty is going to be on Pierce Hyder for a hold. So just like that, a Navy team that was 1 for 3 on power plays in the first matchup these guys played this year have a chance to go here. Now here comes Sherlock with it on the point. Flips it over now to Chung. Back to Sherlock. Over to Nice. Back to Sherlock. That shot just goes wide to the corner. And now Steck will have it behind the net. Look to try to clear, though. Does get haggled. Still battling for it. Does get shipped up to Sherlock, who has it in the corner. Feeds it back over to Johnson. Dump it through. That's going to be played up by Jacobs. She is pinched by Hiller in the corner. She will get it right back over to Sherlock. That pass whiffed on, and Weller will get it up and out. Second power play unit coming on here for Navy as Sherlock gains the red line and looks to skate it in, and she will. Sherlock now with a head of steam. Deeks looks, shoots! Up high and saved by Patel. She'll get to the rebound. Deke around. Does get knocked off the puck by Weller. And then Steck was trying to get it through. Does pass it back to Weller, who will clear it up towards center ice. 35 seconds remaining on the power play here, as Haynes will get it through. Now Garvey has it at the point. She'll take a shot. Gets deflected. Just goes wide. Now Clark with it. Back up top to Garvey. Garvey over to Adams. She looks back to Garvey up top. She'll take a shot. Just gets deflected. Clark again will get it towards the right end of the boards. Cross-ice pass does go to Adams. She looks. Shot. Does get blocked again by Weller. Quickly, though, picked up. Garvey again at the point. Now that'll be a shot that goes wide. Clark couldn't get to it. And Haynes tried to pass it over to Adams, who will keep it in. Power play, by the way, is killed. Hyder is back on. And Weller will get it up and out of the zone. Good penalty killing right there for the Quakers. Definitely something they needed to get the mojo flowing. As now Hyder coming out of the box tries to get an opportunity. But it will get picked up right here by Garvey. She will lose it. Hyder tries to battle for it in the corner. Battle along the boards. Does get poked up and finally poked out by Kenzie Fleming. One of the goal scorers for the midshipmen here, where they got 5 first period goals already. They're looking to add on more. Get played through by Chung. Blocked off by Hyder. She gathers around the net. Tries to center it up. That's dangerous shot. Saved by Patel. Chung had an opportunity. Just couldn't get it around the goaltender, though. It will be kept in by Navy. That'll be another shot by Chung. Blocked right there by Rabigo. And Haynes will clear the zone. Hyder will tip it down, so no icing. And Riley Sherlock will start it back up. Fed it over to Jacobs. She will gain the line and skate on in. She looks, wraps around, just loses the puck. Had an opportunity. She didn't lose her edge, but here we go. Opportunity here. Shot by Flippo. Just goes wide of the net. And now back with it is Clark. Towards the wall. Once again, reverses in the corner. Feeds it back up to Garvey. She'll send it. There'll be a shot. Saved by Patel. As Haynes had a good rip from the point. We will get a whistle. And an offensive zone draw here for the midshipmen. Updated shot total now 23-11. As we've played about 25 minutes here. Navy almost averaging a shot a minute. And again, it's been great forechecking. They've been haggling the Quakers in the offensive zone all night. Good win, though, there on the draw by Catherine Flippo. And that'll get popped out by Weller to the neutral zone. But Garvey will grab it and dump it back in. Now quickly, Hewitt knocked Steck off the puck. Now the puck is still loose. Finally, look, that'll be a shot. Blocked again there by Steck, and she will get her stick on it to clear the zone. Adams was looking to add on more. Just couldn't get there. That'll be a stretch pass. Just missed the stick of Hewitt, so icing is the call. And we'll go over towards Diana Pivaruto, who has not seen a ton of high-scoring opportunities yet. But here with an offensive zone draw, I'm assuming we'll have Hyder, and we will. Hyder will go against Adams. This will be a huge draw if they try to win it. Adams, though, will freeze off Hyder, picked up by Garvey, and up and out of play. Icing is waved off. And now in the corner and played back up there. Steck fed it to Weller. Now back over to Steck. She'll dump it behind the net. And they'll go towards the boards. Hyder now. Gets pressed against the boards. Puck is still loose. Arm is up, though. We will get a penalty. Looks like it should be on the Quakers. Or my fault, on Navy. So the Quakers will have a power play coming up. Hyder dumped it through. It'll be touched up by Sherlock. And now we have a power play opportunity here for the Quakers coming up. Penn only had one power play opportunity in the last time these guys met, and they did go 0 for 1. But here we do have Hyder, Weller, Steck, Hiller, and we do have Flippo as well. That's the first power play unit out here for the Quakers. So we are waiting for a puck drop. Know if there's something going on with the officials. That will be taken, though, by Garvey off the draw. She looks for an alley, will get it up and out. Weller couldn't pinch it and keep it in, so they'll have to touch back up. And there's Steck with it. Looks, reverses, feeds it back off to Weller. Stretch pass does go to Hiller. Tried to get it to Flippo, just couldn't hit her stick. And that'll quickly get sent back down by Garvey. Now Weller, though, plays it. Game of catch right there with Steck. She'll gain the red line. Feed it to Hiller. She looks, she shoots. Right in the chest of Pivaruto. And we will get a stoppage. Probably the best opportunity we've seen on this power play. Looking for more. That is a great win right there. Off the draw. Now here comes Steck. Looks, shoot. Saved by Pivaruto. Puck loose. That'll be another one for Weller right off the cage. And that'll get picked up and shipped out by Haynes. Couldn't get it there. That'll be a shot just wide for Hyder. Hiller set her right up. It looked like in her wheelhouse. She just couldn't get it on net. Over halfway through this power play. Hyder, though, picks it right back off to Hiller. Now she has a head of steam. She looks. Goes across. Drops it back off to Hyder. She looks, gets it stripped. Puck is loose in the slot. Did get poked away, though, by Chung. And cleared up and out of the zone. Steck now. Tries to play it up to Hiller. Turnover. It'll be a shot. Gets collected by Chung. Backhander does get blocked. Now Clark looking for it. Puts it on net. And an intriguing shorthanded opportunity there for Navy does get stopped by the goaltender, Sejal Patel. Now we will get a defensive zone draw here for the Quakers on the power play. 17 seconds remaining. That will be one back right there by Adams. Cross ice pass to Sherlock. It will be a shot. Another block again by Weller. She'll feed it over and through to Hyder. 3 seconds remaining. We will be 5 aside. Penalty did just end. So Penn and Navy both 0 for 1 on the man-up opportunities. But Sherlock will just ship it through from the red line. Does hit a piece of Patel. And kicks back up now. Here comes Jacobs. Fed it through, just couldn't get there. Was Garvey. And now Hiller will cut off Chung. And Hyder will just dump it into the offensive zone. Puck goes through. Pivaruto. Got it. Hiller deflected the clearing attempt. But now it'll be picked right back up by Jacobs. She's going with a head of steam. Gets around Steck. Looks. Cuts to the net. Saved by Patel. Looked like a couple of Quakers might have bumped into each other on the way to the net front. Nonetheless, still only a 5-0 hockey game here. 10:46 left in the second period. Just about halfway through this hockey game. As Clark will win this draw back. Haynes over to Garvey. It'll be a shot. Stick save by Patel and does go up and out of play. We'll have a draw to the left of Patel. Clark and Flippo in the dot. Clark will win it back. Now Garvey with a nice pass. Shot right in the chest. Patel trying to freeze it, and she will. Good job right there by the netminder. Clark and Flippo again. One back again by Clark. Now puck does get shipped behind Patel. Steck moved it up along the boards. Quickly, though, cut off by Haynes. She moves, shot! Just goes off the side of the net. They'll give it right back over to Clark at the point. She'll skate it down towards the wall. Look. Looks again on the backhand, tries to bang it off of a body. Just couldn't get there. That will be played up by Zhao, and they will get the clear. Quick stretch pass right there. They got Garnet with it. She plays it through into the corner. Will be picked up by Marcellus Somers. And they'll send it right back up here to Haynes. Now Clark with it in the corner. Behind the net, looks, does get moved off the puck by Steck. Good defensive play there. But Clark gets right back to it. Moves it up to Sherlock at the point. She'll cut through, looks, shot, blocked right there by Steck. And now she will cut up and start to look to head out with a head of steam. Clark does go to change, so the defense is in a little bit of a precarious situation here for Navy. Steck tries to get it over to Hyder. Quickly, though, cut off by Jacobs and cleared out of the zone. Now Grace Rabigo. Back through to Hyder. Lost it quickly. It'll be sent back down in to the corner. Steck down, battling with Adams. Tries to knock her off the puck. It's loose again. Picked up here by Nice. Hyder, though, wins it through. Sokol tried to get to it. That'll be an odd angle shot. Hung on right there. Johnson just looking to find something. We'll get another draw here in the Quaker end. So now we're getting some fresh bodies on. I was about to say, it almost looked like we almost had one too many skaters. So they tried to get Ella Nevo on, but nonetheless, draw though, one back and played up. Hiller will try to get it out. Sherlock couldn't keep it in. Pass though does get intercepted and brought through. Rabigo though quickly blocks it off for Jacobs. Tries to get it the other way. Now Sun with it. Puck still loose. Going off of skates. Weller will get to it. Make one or two miss and barely get it out of the zone. Jacobs now will touch it back over to Sherlock. Gives it back to Jacobs. She gains the red line. Almost had it poked away. Will have to regather. And that'll be played up. Now here comes Johnson with it. Stretch pass. Oh, great opportunity for Kaywood. Just couldn't get her stick fully on it. That's a good job right there, though, by Garvey. Shutting off the huge stretch pass intended for flip out. Now it's going to be a shot from the point. Shot, saved, loose, picked up by Hiller. She goes behind the net, skates it up, and will finally play it up towards center ice. Once again, great cycling, great forechecking. That's going to be Hiller sending down Aubrey Caprera. Navy, though, still with it. That'll be a shot blocked again by Weller. She's been doing a great job of getting in the shooting lanes. Now she's going to look to try to get Hyder, and she will. Grace Hyder on the breakaway. Look, shot. She'll score. Pierce Hyder gets herself a goal on homecoming, and just like that, it will be 5-1. Great play. We already saw them try to do this with Flippo earlier. Hyder, though, gains the stretch pass off the bench. Pivaruto hadn't seen a lot of action. Quick stick handling with the quick shot. And that's something that'll definitely get this crowd a little bit more into it, get everyone else feeling better. As now the Quakers do get on the board. Clark, though, plays it through into the Penn zone. Goes behind Patel. Puts it back up. Now over to Sherlock at the point. She looks. Shot! Almost an intended pass right there. Almost like a shot pass for Clark. She just couldn't get to it. And then Jacobs couldn't keep it in the zone. And that'll be sent back down. No call for the icing. Now Steck behind the net. Pestered by Clark. Now Weller trying to get it up and through. Using the boards. Looks again. We'll pass it over to Hyder. Lost track of it. We'll keep it in and dump it down. But Sherlock gets to it first in the corner and we'll try to skate it up. Quickly, though, picked out right there by Sokol. Had an opportunity, just couldn't get all of it. Now the puck once again is loose. Along the boards, battle for it. Looked like Jacobs had it. Now Kamara just couldn't keep it in the zone. Tries to play it back over for Rabigo. And that pass will get intercepted by Clark, and she looks to skate on in, and she will. Clark, though, quick pass over. She'll take a shot. Good opportunity right there. That looked to be Addison Neese again. That'll be a shot from the point for Sherlock. Glove down by Patel. And we will get a stoppage and some fresh legs on the ice for both squads. If you're just tuning in, there was 5 first-period goals here by the midshipmen. 2 from Samantha Clark, 1 by Riley Sherlock, 1 by Rachel Chung, and 1 by Kenzie Fleming. Only 1 goal in the second period. It was a great goal right on the breakaway for Pierce Hyder off the wonderful stretch pass by Brooke Weller. And now here comes Flippo gaining the zone. Does get challenged there by Haynes. She'll get to it. Try to play it along the boards. Steck, though, tries to challenge it. Will be kept in by Hiller. She'll shoot. Gets deflected. Just goes wide of the net. Now there's a battle right along the end. Right about the end board. Puck still loose. Now passed up. Johnson will clear the zone. Steck will get to the loose puck. Gain the blue line. And look. Shot. Does get deflected there and poked away by Haynes. Now she'll take her against the boards. And now Flippo with a centering pass does get intercepted. And now we have an opportunity here for Ella Johnson. Hiller, though, drops it right back. Takes her to the corner. Johnson looking. And now it's going to be another battle here along the far corner. Puck is loose. That'll be a shot wide right there for Jacobs. Jacobs will continue the offensive pressure, move it down along behind the net, circle it, looking for a pass. Will find Chung. She'll take a shot. Does go through, saved by Patel. And Sherlock, though, will win the race and get to it first. On the backhand, does get it stripped away quickly by Hiller. And she'll flip it on through. Hyder couldn't control the pass, but will take the puck off of Chung's stick and send it on in. 2:45 remaining here in this second period. And we're looking to see if the Quakers can try to get this going as Rabigo gets a shot. Just goes wide of the net. Weller was looking for a deflection. Now Hyder continues to try to haggle with the forecheck, but Jacobs will quickly play it through. Weller, though, great poke check at center ice. Does it again. But Sherlock will get to it along the boards and dump it down. Now racing Rabigo with it. Knocks her off the puck. Flips it up. Oh, great opportunity, but now still a chance. Shot saved by Patel. Piper Adams with a good one. Just a better move by the blocker from the goaltender. Now Garvey with a pass. That'll be another shot. Just a little high for Sherlock. and it'll bounce off the glass. Still with the midshipman, Garvey. Feeds it through to Fleming. Fleming now in the middle. Over to Adams. Up but not out. Shot right there. Does get blocked by Hyder. And now Zhao tried to clear but couldn't. Now Sherlock with a shot. Another blocked by Weller. And she'll gain the puck and try to get going. She tries to have Hyder coming through the center. She gains on the backhand. Gets knocked off the puck. And it will get chipped up and out by Kenzie Fleming. And then Samantha Clark will grab it along the Penn bench and gain the zone. She has Fleming with her. She looks, tries to pass it to her off the skate. Puck was loose. Patel, though, jumps on it to freeze it. So with that, we will get another face-off in the Quaker zone. And a line change here for the home team. Shot total now 35-16 in favor of Navy. Penn, though, looking to try to get the next one to try to make this a little more interesting. Now Flippo with it along the boards, trying to get it up and out. Challenged, though, at the point right there by Haynes. Quickly cut through by Clark. She'll set it up to the point for Garvey. Back over to Haynes. She'll take a shot. Just goes wide. Almost hit a body in front. Might have bounced off of Clark. But Hiller will get to it in the corner and skate it up. About 20 seconds remaining in the second period. She'll gain the blue line. Go through. Steck tried to get to it quickly, though. Backhanded up by Garvey. Up but not out. Flippo will keep it in. 10 seconds remaining. Stretch pass over. Hiller with a chance. She'll shoot. Save. Another chance. She'll score. Persistence is key. Catalina Hiller with a last-second goal. And just like that, Penn's trying to fight into it. It's 5-2. See the replay right here. Another beautiful stretch pass. Hiller now one-on-one with Pivaruzzo. Initial save, but good rebounding opportunity. No Navy defender in sight. So Hiller, who has definitely been one of the Quakers to help battle and keep this a little bit closer, finally gets on the board. 6.1 remaining here in the second period. Steck will just chop it through. Sherlock, stretch pass, that'll do it. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes remaining. It was all Navy to start in the first. Penn, though, gets two back in the second. We'll see what the third has to entail. These guys are going to take a break and switch ends, and we will as well as they head to the locker rooms. 5-2, still the score. We'll be back on the Sports Fan Base Network in just a moment. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Third period about to get underway here. Class of 1923 Arena, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Fresh sheet of ice coming out here now. 20 minutes left to play. First half of the doubleheader of homecoming night here for Penn hockey. It started off all Navy in the first period. 2 goals by Samantha Clark, a goal by Rachel Chung, Kenzie Fleming, and Riley Sherlock. But it all got started off here in the second period with a breakaway goal by Pierce Hyder, and then a late goal in the second by Catalina Hiller that now has Penn looking to try to get something going. That was a huge collision right down there. Arm is up. We will have a penalty. Interference is going to be the call. We're going to have Chloe Haynes going to the box. She'll sit for 2. Not mistaken, I think she just knocked Steck against the boards with no play for the puck. So, right out of the gates here, huge power play opportunity for the Quakers. 0 for 1 on the night. They now have an opportunity here to get some good chances. Pass up towards Steck in the corner. Puck is loose now. Hyder does have it. Passes it back to Flippo. Down to Hyder. Back along the wall to Flippo. She tries to take a hack at it. Puck's loose in the slot. Just trickles away towards the boards. Hiller tries to fight off Johnson for it. It'll go back over to Jacobs, who gets it up but not out. Steck will get it with a head of steam. Try to put it on goal. She'll pump it back long. Flippo try to get to it. But Pivaruto does end up freezing it. So we'll get a draw to the right of the midshipman goaltender. 16 saves on the night through the first 2 periods and change here. Allowing 2 on 18. So this draw now going along the edge. Weller with it. She did score a Michigan-type goal against Bowling Green the last game I called. So she does have some skill behind the net. That pass, though, towards Hiller did get deflected. Steck will have to reach back up. Penalty is already halfway over. Last minute of the man-up advantage as Steck will go on and shot will get deflected away by Garvey. Steck will get back to it, though, to the corner. Hyder plays it along. Turned it over. Quickly, though, chopped up and out by Mara Hewitt. And Hiller will try to enter the zone. Steck will get towards it, but it will get played back over for Johnson. Now Samantha Clark passed it back over. It will be cleared all the way down by Garvey. Hiller will have to race towards the puck to get here. 20 seconds remaining here on the second power play of the night. Hiller over to Hyder. Hyder gets it over to Steck. She'll gain the line, tried to drop it back. Hyder will be there. She looks, couldn't get to it. Jacobs quickly intercepted that, but Hiller back to it. Gets it towards the dot. Passes it back up. 3 seconds remaining on the power play. Hiller back up to Steck. Power play is over. That'll be a shot. Good kick save right there by Pivaruto. Puck, though, still loose. Camara tried to keep it through. Hyder gets walled off by Jacobs. That will be cleared up, but not out. Now Sherlock, though, got in the way of that shooting attempt. Will clear the red line and go towards the offensive zone. Now Johnson with it. Will take a shot. Good save by Patel. Johnson, though, gets it back. We'll try to loop it around. Sherlock now at the point. Takes a shot. Does get deflected. Oh, my goodness. Great opportunity for Kaywood. Just couldn't get her stick on it. Now Patel will cut off the centering pass and freeze it down. That was a hectic first couple minutes right there of the period. Penn, though, already on the night, 0 for 2. Couldn't get too many great opportunities on that last man advantage. As Navy will win the draw again, that'll be a shot from the point, blocked off right there. Great job right there by Megan Sokol getting in the way. That's the one thing we have seen a lot here from the Quakers tonight. A lot of block shots, deflecting passes. There's just been, in the first period, it was a tough start with turnovers, as now that puck's on the side of the net. Patel can't get to it. It is loose. Will be picked up by Weller. And she will exit the zone, get towards the red line, get crunched right against the bench by Abby Sears. It looks like the arm is up, and we are going to get another penalty. Looks like we're going to get a call for roughing. That is the call. So it looks like right there, it is going to be Ella Johnson. My apologies. It was not Sears with the hit. It was Johnson with the hit. She does get 2 for roughing right along the Quaker bench. So just like that, we are just a little bit over 3.5 minutes in. And this will be the second Quaker power play of the period. Hyder gave it over to Weller. She tries to play it back over to Hiller. Puck went up but kept in. Now through the skates. Weller will drop it back off to Flippo. Flippo over to Hyder. One of the 2 goal scorers tonight. Looking for more. Gives it over to Weller at the point. She'll give it back over to Hyder. She makes a defender miss. Looks. She'll take a shot. Deflected almost. Hiller had a chance for the tip in. Just couldn't get it through. Now Hiller fighting with it along the boards. That will be flicked up and out by Jacobs. Great job. Now Weller does get sent down right there. That will be another penalty. Now Hyder trying to get it off of Weller. That will be touched up. Now we have a 2-man advantage coming up here for 1 minute and 11 seconds. Samantha Clark thought she had a chance for a short-handed opportunity. Ended up hooking and taking down Weller. So now this is a humongous opportunity here. Little lack of discipline by the midshipman. Has a chance to get the Quakers right back into this one. And wisely here, Coach John Charambura is going to take a timeout and talk about the plan of attack here. 15:34 remaining in the third period. Again, if they score in the first minute and 11 seconds, they will get the full 2-minute power play on Samantha Clark. So we will see what they're drawing up here. And this is going to be a test of wills here for the midshipmen as well. Obviously, Pivaruto has not seen a ton of chances. She's let up a couple goals. Obviously won the last one, which was against Hiller. She makes the initial save. No one's there to pick up the rebound. Hiller, right in close proximity, gets it right behind her and buries it with 6 seconds left in the second period. The first one she gave up in the second was the huge stretch pass that Hyder had coming off the bench, one-on-one with the breakaway. Beat her with the quick stick movement. And here we go. 5-on-3 coming up. Hyder, Hiller, Steck, Weller, and Flippo is the 2-man up unit we have right here, and it'll go with a draw 1. Now Weller with it. Looking to try to direct traffic with her head here. Also going along it. Over to Flippo. She'll take a shot. Good save right there by Pivaruto. Now Hyder trying to knock Garvey off. That'll be a centering pass right up there. Weller, opportunity, looks, she'll shoot, save. Flippo will trap it up. Hyder had a chance. And that'll get picked up and out. Great job right there by Chloe Haynes to get to the loose puck and clear it. And now here comes the forechecking, Piper Adams. Making it so there had to be 3 Quakers. Now there's only 20 seconds left here on the 2-man advantage. Weller lost it but gave it over to Hiller. She's going to take a quick shot. Saved by Pivaruto. That's the second time a puck has hit her in the cage. There was 1 or 2 chances there for the Quakers. still 13 seconds left here. By the way, my apologies. I forgot clearly how a two-man advantage works. They'll still have a minute left on the power play. That's going to be a shot. Tip goal! It was shot by Weller. I think Hyder might have tipped it. Nonetheless, the two-man advantage works. And just like that, Penn's back into it. It's 5-3. Here we go. Weller with it, skating it up. Shoots it. That is definitely deflected right there by Pierce Hyder. That'll be her second of the night. Power play finally works for the Quakers. We'll have 55 seconds remaining on the Clark penalty. At least that is what is said on the scoreboard. And we are all set. So 5-on-4 right now. Flippo, though, gets it after Weller got it. Now Hiller gains the zone, goes through, tries to get it poked. Haynes almost got to it. Now Flippo will battle in the corner with her. Quickly gotten to by Garvey. Clears it up, but not out. Weller will keep it. Now she looks, gets tripped up, another penalty. Just like that, we are about to get another two-man advantage. Whistle is blown. Tripping will be the call. And Piper Adams was a part of that 5-on-3 penalty kill. Had some tired legs, got a little lazy, ended up tripping her up. And a turn of events here in the third period. An onslaught here for the Quakers to start. This will be the fourth power play of the period already here for the Quakers. Weller over to Steck. Now she'll take a shot. Does get blocked by Adams. She's looking to clear, and she will. Now she's going to try to get a breakaway all by herself. Adams now, one-on-one. She'll shoot. Saved by Patel with the glove. Great job right there by Sejal Patel. And we'll see it right here. Jacobs played it through, looks up. And Patel does stretch with the glove and get it. Shorthanded goal there would have been a certain backbreaker for the Quakers, but nonetheless, that quick two-man advantage dies. They still have a minute 35 left on the penalty from Adams. Now Clark, though, takes down Weller, looks, she'll shoot. Another save by Patel. Now she's outstretched. And another great save by the goaltender. Get a replay on this one. Clark takes down Weller in the neutral zone, gets the opportunity, cuts, shoots, almost looks like another great glove save. Does trickle out. Clark dove for it. Almost looking like Bobby Orr. Patel still had the wherewithal to cut off the rebound opportunity. So just like that, two wild shorthanded opportunities for the midshipmen and two fantastic stops right here by Patel. The Quakers, though, are going to have to try to get back on the offensive end here as Hiller tried to stretch it to Kamara, could not. Did get intercepted by Garvey. She will dump it down. Weller, though, will get to it. Pick it up. Kamara touches it. Tries to play it up to Hyder. She will. Pass to Hiller was deflected by Sherlock. She'll get it back up to Steck. Bounce pass to Weller. Did connect, but was once again poked away by Sherlock. Clark gets knocked off the puck by Hiller. And now Steck tries to clear the zone. Got it poked away, though. That time by Sears. Now Hyder has two already. 20 seconds remaining on this man advantage. Gets it poked away at the line. Now Rabigo with it. Tries to play it through. Will be poked up. Possible opportunity. But Weller does a great job of freezing her off. And now they're tied up along the boards. Puck's loose. That will end that power play. The arm is up again. It looks like we're getting a roughing call. Is this another Navy or is this another Navy penalty? That's exactly what it is. Down in the corner on Rabiga, they are going to call Rachel Chung for roughing. So just like that, that's the fifth penalty in this third period by Navy. Leading for another chance here for the Quakers to definitely get themselves back in this game and make it a little interesting. Hyder wins it. Rabigo tries to tip it over to Weller. She'll get knocked off by Jacobs. That'll get chipped up and out. So Rabigo will have to get back to it. Clark, though, on the hunt, looks to pressure. She will. Block that pass. Now wrap around. She'll shoot. Another save by Patel. Now she looks up. Sherlock almost had it in whiff, but here comes Flippo. Racing with Jacobs. To the corner. Jacobs will win that, but Hiller will get to it. Now she's looking. We'll pass it over to Hyder. She'll take a shot. She'll score! Pierce Hyder with the hat trick. And just like that, it's a brand new game. It's 5-4. We'll see the replay right here. Hiller gets to it. Hyder comes into the zone. A lot of free space. Flippo is doing a great job as a screen. Pivaruto didn't have too much to see, and just like that, 2 goals in the second and 2 goals in the first half of the third period. It's turned this game on its head. 4 unanswered here for the Quakers. Has made it a 1-goal game, and they're starting to feel some hope. Now Steck tries to get it out of the zone. Looks. People colliding along the blue line. Picked up through by Adams. Trying to get it out. Rabigo, though, will get towards the loose puck. Play it up. Will be kept in. That'll be a shot. Patel will get to it. Garvey had it. Adams had the screen. That'll be save number 40 for Sejal Patel. Had a lot of great, or had 2 huge stops there. Short-handed just a couple moments ago to keep it a 5-3 game. And now makes another opportunity. That was another quick shot. Another save by Patel. Now we got more bodies hitting the ice. Steck, though, will get to it. Camara along the boards trying to clear the zone. Now it's a battle for it. Hyder with the hat trick. Trying to get to it. She will. And she'll start with a head of steam. Gets it up towards the red line. We'll just dump it on in. Pivarutsel will get it through. Steck will dump it through. Couple midshipmen hit each other, but Clark, though, will get back to it. Cuts on in through the blue line. Will dump it into the corner. Weller and her will collide. Arm is up. That'll be a penalty. Believe this one is going to be a holding call. This one should go on Brooke Weller. And just like that, there's been a lot of penalties. This one will go against the Quakers. So another opportunity here on the power play for Navy. They're 0 for 1 on the evening. That'll be a quick draw, 1 back over to Garvey. Now she loses, almost had it, lost her edge, and Flippo will get to it and quickly send it on down. And now there is Haynes with it. Played it through over to Clark. Clark trying to skate on in. Play is onside. That'll be a pass intercepted there by Steck. Now Hyder trying to get to it. Possible 2-on-1 brewing. She'll just take a long shot. We blocked off by Pivaruto. And the puck just exits the zone now at center ice. And that'll quickly get chopped up and out. And just like that, the midshipmen will have to get back up. It was 5 goals in the first period for Navy. Since then, it's been nothing. And it seems like all momentum is on the home team side here, as that will just go on to Patel. She will freeze it down. And the second power play unit will come on here for the midshipmen. Chung to take the draw against Hyder. Did get one back. Now Hiller will take it behind her cage. Start to go towards the corner. Pestered by Chung. Will dump it where Steck will get to it. Now Hiller will get it up and out of the zone. Sherlock, though, retouched. Chung will try to dump it in. Doesn't get it in too deep, though. And just like that, stretch pass from Hiller to Steck. We got a one-on-one here against Sherlock. Sherlock, though, great chance. Or great job with the stick of poking it away. And now Hyder will try to clear it down and deep. But Sherlock will gain the red line and the blue line now. Looks, tries to get through Rabiga. Will get it along the boards. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Now Sherlock goes around. Looks, surveys, she'll shoot. Saved by Patel, goes wide. That'll do it for the power play. Now Kamara will try to get it off. And now here we go. Weller on the breakaway. She looks, she thinks, she shoots. Just goes high and hits glass. This place would have erupted if Brooke Weller got it right off the bench, but nonetheless, still a 5-4 hockey game. The arm is back up again. And that'll be another penalty here for the midshipmen. We'll see who goes to the box this time. It's almost been a revolving door for both teams at this point. They're going to call a high stick. And that will be on Elise Jacobs for the high stick. Also one of their big penalty killers, so this will be huge. Looks like the midshipmen looked like they were trying to call timeout. Never mind. Looks like they're just trying to get some more people and situate their penalty kill. So once again, this Penn Quaker power play will get right back to it. I believe they're around 2 for 6 on the night. Now Steck back over to Weller. Controls it. We'll just dump it down. Flip out. We'll try to get behind the net. Play it up to Hayter along the boards. She'll center it back over to Weller. She'll play a game of catch right there with Hayter. Tried to feed it over. Just couldn't get it right behind her. But Steck cleans it back up. Now here comes Hayter. Already a hat trick in this one. She'll feed it to Steck in the high slot. She'll take a shot. Deflected. Puck's loose. Weller just couldn't get it around. Just shot it wide. Now Flippa will chase it in the corner. Hiller gets it up. Here comes Hyder on the point. Shot pass just goes a little wide. Now Weller behind the net. Looks, tried to center it. Got cut off quick by Chloe Haynes. But up and not out. Hyder kept it. Centering opportunity, just couldn't get it to Hiller. And now she gets it on the boards. Garvey quickly hooked it through. Hewitt tried to get it up, but not out. Weller will keep it. She'll take a shot. Just goes wide. Little bit halfway done this power play. 40 seconds remaining on it. Now Hyder back to the point. She'll play it through here with Hiller. She'll take a shot. And that will be gloved down by Pivaruto. Couple good opportunities there. Just couldn't get the deflections to go. And now Hiller and Chung in the face-off dot. One back by Hiller. Steck over to Weller. She's in the corner, looking up. She'll take a shot. Save right there by Peveruto. Rebound does get picked up by Chung. She will clear it up and out. That will go on towards Patel, and she will just freeze it down. 13 seconds remaining on the man advantage here. 5:54 remaining in the third period. And if you are just tuning in, it was a huge lead to start for this Navy midshipman team. They were up 5-0 at the end of one. Then it was 2 goals in the second period. One by Pierce Hayter, one by Catalina Hiller, and then 2 Pierce Hayter goals in this period. Made it 5-4. That was a rip by Clark, hit off the crossbar. Now puck is still loose. Man advantage about to end here for the Quakers. Sherlock will play it up to Clark. Now back to Sherlock. Pressured by Hiller. She looks to try to stretch it up and will. She'll hit Adams. She gains the zone. Surveys in the corner. Feeds it back over to Clark. She'll take a shot. Blocked by Rabigo. Now Hyder will get it through past the neutral zone. Steck will block that pass. Adams, though, will play it through to Clark. And now the puck is still loose. Clark, though, gets it out of the corner. Looks, tries to go backhand. Got cut off. Puck still went wide over to the corner. Now Hiller battling a couple midshipmen. But Clark gets it up. That'll be a shot. Glove save by Patel. That's a huge one there. Keep it a 1-goal hockey game. Clark, you can tell, is looking for the hat trick. 4:33 remaining. That is save number 45 on the night for Sejal Patel. 50 shots on goal for this Navy squad. 32 shots on goal for the home team Quakers. Again, it is homecoming. First of a doubleheader here. We will see the College of New Jersey Lions play the Penn Quakers next. At the conclusion of this one, after a fresh sheet of ice. Nonetheless, we still got some hockey left to be played. Now Flippa looks, puts it on the backhand. They're gonna have to get it out. They're gonna have to get it out of their zone here. They want another chance. That shot by Garvey just goes a little high and wide. Now the puck still loose. Gathered and dumped down by Haynes. Picked up by Sokol. Now it's going to be another shot saved by Patel. Adams with another chance. Puck still loose. Just went wide. That looked like Johnson had a chance on the backhand. Now bodies in front. Blocked right there by Weller. Now there's a whistle. It looks like Patel lost her blocker glove and her stick, so play had to be blown dead. 3:51 remaining. And it looks like Navy is taking a timeout here. It's been a fantastic third period here. As these guys take a break, we will as well. Quickly, we'll get the rest of the action of this third period coming to you guys on the Sports Fan Base Network in just a second. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. 3:51 remaining. Midshipman timeout is done. We do have an offensive zone draw to the left of Patel. We have Clark and Hyder with the draw. Does get one back now. Weller fighting for it in the corner. Flippo does get to it. Hyder trying to pass it through. Gets it taken away by Garvey. And they're still going to battle for it here. For checking. Starting to do well again here for the midshipmen, as Hyder, though, will get the high flip and go out. It'll be intriguing to see when maybe the Quakers are looking to try to get Patel out of the net and onto the bench to do a little 6-on-5 here. But before that, they're going to have to get it out of their own zone. As Hiller again. Little stretch pass. Does hit Flippo. She's going to look to try to get it all the way down. They're going to call icing. I would have thought Weller beat her to the race. And nonetheless, icing will be called. So we will get a draw. Right now it looks like they're going to put it at center ice. Which is intriguing. I was about to say, it looks like the Navy bench is also asking the officials. And you could already hear the Naval coach is definitely giving the official what to. It kind of seems like they were saying a my bad on the icing call and just putting it up at center ice. And the coach was not having any of it, said you called the icing, you might as well put it down. But nonetheless, we're still playing. Under 3 minutes left now. Weller trying to get to it. Hiller along the boards. Tries to stretch it over to Steck. Adams will beat her to it. And now Hyder has it. Has to hold off, though, because Steck was offsides. And now Steck will dump it down. Patel has yet to come off. So Hillard now, though, will have it in the corner. 2:30 remaining. Puck is loose along the boards. Hiller looking. Adams gets it up but not out. Camara will shoot it. That was blocked, but now here comes Steck. On the backhand. Looks. Passes it back through. No one's left home. Adams will pass it up. Now Sherlock with it. Under 2 minutes remaining. She'll take a shot. Saved by Patel. Camara couldn't get it. Another shot. Another save. Puck, though, is net's left wide open. Puck's loose. That'll be a goal. Patel had a great save. Couldn't get back to her net. And that might just be the dagger. Ella Johnson gets it. Makes it a 2-goal hockey game. 6-4 Navy. We'll see here again. She gets towards it. And it was shot. Couldn't tell maybe if Clark got to it as well. We'll see who they end up awarding that to at the end of the night. But for now, goal is going to Ella Johnson. 1:52 remaining. Puck is loose. Rabigo will get to it. Picked up here by Haynes. She'll go through. Shot! Great save there by Patel. That is save number 50 on the night. That's the first goal right there that she had allowed since the first period of play. So if it was not for Sejal Patel, this game definitely could have looked a little differently here for the Quakers. Nonetheless, Hyder couldn't get to it. Shot was off of Rabigo's skate. Now Clark behind the net on the backhand, sends it up. Sherlock with it. She'll take a shot, just goes wide. Now Flippo will get to it. And that was Sokol that tried to get to it but couldn't. That'll be a quick shot. Saved down. Sears had a chance. Rabigo says no. 1:07 left. And what was seeming like a valiant effort, possibly a little crunch time down the stretch here. Now it looks like Rabigo is having an issue with her skate. Or her padding. Now she's all set to go. Hiller and Adams in the dot. One back right there by Hiller. She's looking to try to get out of the zone, and she will with a head of steam. Under a minute remaining now. Hiller looking. Looks. Tries to take a shot. Does get blocked off. Patel has still yet to leave the box as Weller gets it stripped away by Chung. 3-on-1 ensuing right now. Should take a quick shot. Just goes wide and hit Steck on its way towards the net. That's a possible centering opportunity. Steck gets towards the corner. Puck is loose. Flippo couldn't get it to Weller. Camara couldn't get there. So Garvey will take it behind the net. Weller will try to get the stretch pass over to Steck. Could not. Gets it beaten by Jacobs. That'll go down. Hiller has it behind Patel. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Sherlock will steal it. Try to get a shot off. And that'll do it. A tumultuous turn of events ended up happening here, but nonetheless, the Navy midshipmen get a win. A valiant comeback effort there by the Quakers on homecoming. But a late goal right there by Ella Johnson ended those opportunities. So these two will go into the handshake line. Penn now 0-6-0 on the year. Navy 8-2-0. We'll see both these teams had a fantastic finish. If you're looking at here for Penn, a lot of fight in this one. Could have went either way. Didn't have the best start, but nonetheless, it's how you finish. And one or two bounces could have went their way. They possibly were looking at their first one of the year. Nonetheless, definitely a lot of lessons to learn. With that being said, that'll conclude this broadcast for the first half of the doubleheader. We will be back with the College of New Jersey Lions against the Penn Quakers on the boys' side in just a moment here. So thank you guys, but we will be back in just a second. Stay tuned.